So this is my creative observatory where I put a lot of things I see in kind of a messy way. And then I built my monthly Trendscope, which is a Substack series where I basically like do a little trend report from my unique perspective and qualitative research and put it in a structured and cohesive way. So we're mid March when I'm filming this. So I'm just gonna like kind of just open this up and show you what I have and just for fun in an unstructured way. So stay tuned for when I actually release the Transcope. Maybe when I put out this video it will be at the same time as that. Who knows? So yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Yeah, this is just supposed to be fun, me showing you like the stuff I kind of picked this month. I started seeing Ballet Boys content on TikTok, so this is an example. I don't play sound for copyright reasons. But yeah, I love it. And I feel like this is sort of connected to, I don't know where I had that, but yeah, Teen Boys. I actually need to do this. A lot of like teen boys making like fashion content, and we know looks maxing is also like a thing that young boys are doing. So I don't know. I think it's really cool. It maybe signal a bigger shift around masculinity or masculinities, bigger analysis. Then what else we had? Chanel, Rolex. I'm sure you saw that. So it started from these creators, and they just basically play this like game. It's a little bit like 6 7 and all of that. Like it's not that deep. They're the first ones I saw replicating it. But yeah, this is a compilation of a lot of kids doing it. I think it's really cute and it's actually funny. Um, then book clubs. This is like an ongoing, like growing topic and like niche, I guess, which is becoming not anymore really a niche. Something really interesting that I started to see is personal curriculum. So this is an example. So she's basically showing all the things like she wants to study basically. So it's kind of being back at school, but you make your own curriculum obviously because you're not part of a specific subject or class. I think it's very nice. I guess it ties a little bit into the whole intellectualism trend and which can be a little bit performative, but I think it's fun. I guess it also ties into like book clubs being a thing. And people wanting to be in the know. Before we go into the brands, people are making cyber decks. Like I'm so loving the blend and the intersection of creativity and tech, which obviously is not like new, but it's really becoming like more and more mainstream, and people are doing a lot of different things. So I love this. I think there's one specific creator that started it, her, um, but now I'm seeing other people doing it. So yeah, she shows you how like you can build it, and she's just amazing, and it's so good. I wonder how long it's gonna take for some tech brands to actually commercialize this and sell like a cyber deck, and maybe it's like they don't fully finish it and you can like customize it, or it's some sort of like DIY product that you buy. I don't know. Then this other creator made a Tamagotchi for her plant, so I kind of connected this to the cyber decks. It's like, what the hell? A little companion for her plant. Then this is a format, favorite things, that is not new to this month specifically. But it's basically to say like it's a little bit tapping into consumerism in my opinion, but some people are doing it in a more non-consumerist way, but basically usually used to be like the products you've been using this month. But some people are turning it more into like experience or you know, but usually it's like perfumes and stuff like that, foods. Then this is my favorite. I feel like this is really like the power of social media and the internet. So this girl started her internship at Louis Vuitton in Paris. I don't know when, a few months ago, and she posted it on TikTok, like what it's like to be an intern at LV. Obviously, interesting and like people would want to know. And so yeah, she's making a lot of content about it. What else do we have? Then on to vibe coding. So I'm doing a whole research around vibe coding, kind of from a creative angle, which is um, what I am able to analyze. But basically, I started to notice that vibe coding is sort of become or is becoming mainstream. Claude, the AI agents platform, seems to really be pushing this. I've been seeing a lot of content that's either like sponsored by them or people saying they use Claude to vibe code. The name is stressing me out because I guess it's supposed to be French, so it should be Claude, but then I hear people saying Claude. So I don't know how to call it. Anyways, um I love that people I love that people are vibe coding. I know a lot of people are just like kind of copying other people's IP, which is so problematic, but that's AI. Um, but yeah, I'm seeing a lot of stuff, and they are definitely behind a lot of videos. This one actually is UC Claude partner, and she made a cyber deck. So I'm like, these people are watching because this girl over here that I showed you before is the one who started the cyber decks. I'm 90% sure. Anyway, so you see how everything's sort of connected. Then creative equal status symbol. This is not new, but it's ever growing. It's just, creative is the new artist, and everybody wants to be one, no matter the industry or the vertical. I think it's nice. I would have to give it a bit more thinking, but yeah. So being friends with insane creatives is kind of like being a nepo baby. I think it's true and it's fun and it's nice. Yes, yes, yes. So then moving on to brands. Just have two from TikTok so far this month. Telfar, I think they're new. I mean, they didn't just launch this on TikTok, but for their plastic bags, which they launched, I think, end of last summer, they now did this new campaign. Their content to me is always so good. So it's about the inner child. And it's just literally because they launched the microplastic bag, and so they made the connection with childhood and little you, and that's their whole concept for the campaign. I love people that do stuff like that, like they make it simple and it just works, and it always follows like certain style and aesthetic. It is so recognizable that it's them, also in the humor. Anyways, Apple has like taken over TikTok. People are loving it. It's like you're being successful when you get those comments that are like, the marketing team needs a rise and all of that. Well, they definitely did it. I think the aesthetic, I think the aesthetic filter and the style could be a bit nicer, in my opinion, coming from Apple. But it's good, it works, and I love that they made the Finder into a little companion and they are humanizing. It's the word that is annoying, but yeah, it just works. It's nice, and he's actually cute. And also, before this, they did the launch of the Neon MacBook, and they had a series of videos that were also so on trend, so connected to what people talk about on social and the styles and the aesthetics that they like. And this is some of the stuff they did with the Finder companion. And it's nice because it's like tutorial, but in a style that is like not cringy, boring tutorials, which I think people are so over it. Like we are not in 2014 on YouTube, so they need to, you can showcase how to do something, but it needs to be done differently. I need to tell a bit more of a story. Oh, but he's so cute. Um, Here he is again. And the way they hook, like, I'm not playing like the sounds, but is also very, you can tell, they are really spotting the lingo and the trends and what's gonna resonate with people, just hook people, to continue watching their videos. So yeah, that is March so far, is not finished. So yeah, stay tuned for when my Trendscope actually comes out.